Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Previously, Shirou walked around the school and got some very interesting information from a bunch of people. Mitsuzuri had a lot to say to him about his technique in archery and how she believes Shirou perceives the world, even if Shirou argues against it. And then we also saw a different choice where we went to the student council room, but instead of finding Issei, it was a teacher. And Saber was very struck by how perfect this man breathed and walked, and said that if things were different, he would be a prodigal magus, which is very weird. And now, I do believe it is time we resume and pick this third option. Actually, wait, I have one more thing to say before we make our choice. In case you didn't see my visual edit to clarify an error I made last time, so like 4 minutes in to the last video, I mistakenly said that Shinji was Sakura's love interest. No, that is wrong. I meant to say Shirou. I swear to God. That would be gross on multiple levels. Not only is Shinji, apparently abusive, but isn't he also Sakura's brother? Yeah, no. I meant Shirou. Shirou, Shinji, they both begin with sh, you know? And Shinji's such a protagonist name. My brain's stupid and does stupid things sometimes, so bear with me. Anyway, let's show Saber around school and see what happens. Well, we're at the school already. I'll go and show Saber around.
ちょっと散歩してくる。ぶらっと校舎を回ったら戻ってくるから。
I'm going to go take a walk. I'll come back after I walk around a bit.
散歩？いいけど、物好きなことするのね。キリツムさんも地味な趣味してたけど、シロウもそういう属性？
Take a walk? That's fine, but you sure have strange tastes. Kuritsugu-san also had dull hobbies, so you're like him?
そういう属性も何も、散歩は地味じゃないと思うけど。
Myself aside, I don't think taking a walk is a dull hobby.
あんまり例えたくないけど、デートだって散歩みたいなものじゃないか。
I don't want to compare the two, but going on a date is like taking a walk as well.
デートは違うよ。あれはどっちかっていうと、美味しいもの食べ歩きツアーじゃない。
Hey, dates are different. That's more like a tour to go eat lots of good food. Oh, she would think like that, wouldn't she?
だから、そういう無軌道なのを散歩って言うんだろ？いいから行ってくる。
I'm saying that aimless behavior is called taking a walk. Well, I'm going.
言っとくけど、学校の中なんだからお土産なんて買ってこないぞ。露店なんてないんだから。
Oh yeah, I'm taking the walk inside the school, so I'm not going to buy you any gifts. There aren't any street stalls here.
そっか。学食もお休みだし、家庭科室も閉まってるか。
Oh yeah, the cafeteria is closed and the home economics room is closed too.
仕方ない。手ぶらでいいから早く帰ってくるのよ、エミヤくん。
I guess it can't be helped. You don't have to bring me back anything, so come back quickly, okay, Emiya-kun? What a card. At the end, she calls me by my last name like a teacher. I wave my hand and call out to Saber. Not trying to sneak out this time, huh?
ですか。
Tour of the school?
ああ、ここまで来たんだ。せっかくだから中を案内しようと思ってさ。セイバーだって弓道場にいるだけってのは退屈だろ？
Yeah, we're here, so we might as well, right? It should be boring for you as well to just stay in the archery range.
そうですね。退屈していたわけではありませんが、校舎を見て回るのは有意義です。マスターの通う学校が安全かどうか、直に確かめるとしましょう。
You are right. I was not bored, but it is indeed worthwhile to look around the school. I shall check in person to see if your school is safe or not. Wow, I wonder if Saber is going to detect the sigil on the roof. Oh, wow. It was just a suggestion, but it seems Saber likes this idea. Well, it seems her expectation differs from mine, but I'll ignore that fact and show her around the school. Yeah, Saber's all tactical minded about it. What the?
こちらが校舎裏。弓道場の後ろに広がる雑木林になります。広さは適当に300から600平米。実に正面グラウンドに匹敵するようなしないような、裏手が山だから許される大胆な土地運営の見本でございます。
Well, I'll say that this foggy forest is not what I was expecting to see. What the heck? This is the back of the building. Here we have the woods behind the archery range. I'm guessing it's about 300 to 600 square meters. It might be as big as the front grounds. It's an example of bold property management that is only allowed because we have a mountain here. Wow, this is a really convenient battlefield for the future. I start out from a nearby place, the woods behind the archery range.
ほう。300から600ですか。倍近く違うとは、曖昧にも程がある。
Oh, 300 to 600? That is far too ambiguous. You know what? You're right. That's kind of weird.
トゲのある感想ありがとう。で、見たところ不満そうだが、なぜかな、セイバー。
Well, thanks for your harsh comment. You look disappointed. What's wrong, Saber?
気のせいでしょう。私は学校を案内するというシローの言葉に期待していたわけではありませんから。
It must be your imagination. I was not hoping for anything when you said you would show me around school.
ええ。いきなりこのような場所に連れてこられても一向に気になりません。初めから期待していないのですから落胆することなどないのです。
No, I do not mind at all that you brought me here first. I held no hope to begin with, so I cannot lose any hope. I have no idea what's really going on in Saber's mind right now. Saber just looks away. Okay, no, she's mad. She looks totally disappointed, but I guess you can take it that she's sulking.
それで、ここに何があるというのですか、マスター。確かに人気のない林ですが、これといって気になるところはありませんが。
So what is here, Master? This is a desolate place, but I do not notice anything strange about it.
まあ、ないな。ただ、学校の裏手は林だって教えただけだ。じゃ、次行ってみようか。
Nope. I just told you we have a forest behind our school. Let's go to the next place.
で、こっちが校庭。今は陸上部の連中が走ってるから、あんまり顔出さないようにしてくれ。体育の時間はここで団体競技をする。
So, this is the school grounds. Don't go too close since the track team is running there right now. We sometimes play team matches here during PE.
団体競技。具体的にどのような？
Team matches? Such as?
うちの学校は運動系に強いんだ。その中でも野球部が一番なんで、大抵は野球かな。たまにドッジボールとか。まあ、2組に分かれて一方の組を任すスポーツだよ。
Well, our athletics are strong. Baseball is the strongest, so we usually play baseball. We sometimes play dodgeball as well. It's a sport where we separate into two groups and try to beat the other team.
ほう。団体競技というと、指導者の動きに合わせて民衆が動くものを想像してしまったのですが、違うのですね。
Oh, I heard the word team match, and I imagined something where the people follow the vanguard. I guess I was wrong. So, servants have some innate knowledge given to them about the current times, the current age, and culture, and language, but I guess Saber's a bit war-minded, huh? I think whatever Saber imagined is very dangerous. I don't think I should ask her about it. That would be wise.
とにかく他の相手と得点を競い合うスポーツってことで。今走ってる奴らだって50メートルを何秒で走れるかってタイムを競ってる。
Well, it's a sport to compete for points. The people running right now are competing too. They're using how fast they can run 50 meters as points. Saber looks around in interest.
なんだよ、セイバー。なんか探し物か？
This pose she's taking is so unlike her. What is it? Are you looking for something?
いえ、以前少しだけ見た競技があるのですが、その運動場があるかないか気になって。
No. I saw a sport before, and I was just wondering if such a sporting ground was here or not. What could she be talking about? Either from her age as an actual historic figure, or, from her last time she was summoned just a few years ago in the last Holy Grail War? Huh. You know, I have to wonder, do the servants actually have memories of their real lives? Because, I mean, servants are just the collective consciousness idea that humanity puts forth onto these figures made manifest. They're in no way the literal people, especially if they're like fictional gods like Heracles, even if there may be a grain of truth to their existence. And even then, on top of that, even if an actual possession of that person was used in summoning, it surely can't be the literal person with the literal memories.
他のスポーツはどうも
At
勝
least
手が
that's
つか
my
めないのです
understanding.
が、あの競技だけは楽しそうに見えたもので、つい。
I do not understand other sports, but that sport looked fun to me.
へえ、セイバーがやってみたくなったスポーツか。
Oh, a sport you want to try.
もしかしてテニスとか？それなら裏手に行けばコートがあるけど。
Could it be tennis? We have some courts around back.
いえ、テニスではないのです。冷静に考えてみれば、このような敷地に収まるスポーツではありませんでした。
Why is Saber being so frazzled? This is weird. No, it is not tennis. Come to think of it, it is not a sport that can fit on this site. Football? And I mean American football. I don't know.
ただ昔私も剣で似たような玉遊びをして咎められたことがあって、それで懐かしくなってしまったというか。
I just felt nostalgic since I was scolded once before for playing a similar sport with a sword. What? What?
剣でする玉遊び？
A sword? What could that be? More than that, I find it funny imagining this serious girl playing with a sword.
今の発言は忘れてください、マスター。さ、ここはもう調べましたから、次の場所に行きましょう。
Please forget what I said, Master. Well, we are done looking here, so let us go to the next place. I feel like Saber completely broke character there. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe remembering the past takes her out of her mindset of being on guard and serious about the war. Maybe that's just part of her personality then. Saber pushes me to keep going with the tour. I show her the hallway. Then we get to my classroom on the third floor.
ここがマスターの教室ですね。廊下を歩いているときはどうかと思いましたが、これなら許容範囲です。
So this is Master's classroom. I was unsure when I was walking down the hallway, but this is within my tolerance level.
許容範囲？それって危険か安全かってことか。
Tolerance level? You mean if this place is safe or not?
はい。学校の敷地に入った時と同じ魔力を廊下にも感じました。ですがこの教室には魔力の残りが全くない。廊下や校舎に残ったものは凛の魔力だけです。
Yes, I felt the same magical energy in the hallway as I did at the gate, but I do not feel any magical energy in this classroom. Only Rin's magical energy fills the hallways. Man, so did the sigil completely disappear?
今
I'm
の
so
ところ
confused.
マスターを危険にさらす要因は見当たりません。
For now, I do not see any factor that will be a danger to you. Saber's tension goes away. I think it's going too far, but Saber's been looking through the school for the sake of my safety. To be honest, I'm happy. It's only been a day since we made a contract, and we don't know anything about each other. But I understand that Saber's thinking of my safety over everything. Oh, well, that's it. That's where things unite. Okay, all things considered, I think I want to take the middle choice next time around. I want that discussion between Shirou and Saber in the student council room about the teacher to be what we have going forward. So I'm gonna fast forward.
そういえば三つ釣り
Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to when we get home. I think this is pretty close. Almost there. Boy, speedrunning this visual novel must be nice.
あの子のこと好きなの？
Do you like her, Shirou? Yeah, all you have to do is hold down a button and then you can get a world record speedrun time. Just gonna daintily progress. It's almost near there. Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. Here's what's gonna happen, guys. I am going to progress here just a bit, and if Shirou survives the night and wakes up in the morning, I'm going to go back in time and choose to ally with Rin, because holy crap, I just gotta do it, man. To sum things up, Saber's stay was approved.
いいんじゃない？ホームステイと思えばいい経験だし、ここって無駄に部屋が多いもの。
I guess it's fine. It'll be a good experience if we consider this as a homestay. This place has lots of empty rooms, you know? Fujini makes up her mind. Sakura was silent the whole time, but...
私が意見できることじゃありませんから。
Okay, it's not something I can protest about. It seems she understood in the end. You know, there's something I forgot to actually mention. I know I kind of completely discounted my dumb theory about Sakura being a master, but I gotta say, I still don't know who the protagonist of the third route is. Fate is Shirou, Unlimited Blade Works is Rin, but Heaven's Feel? I have no idea. And I gotta say, if it's true that Sakura is a master, I think she might have the most interesting perspective. Though it could be some completely unrelated master. Because, you know, it feels like Shirou and Rin are on the same course. They're going to go through the war side by side, for better or worse. But maybe someone else out there would be more interesting, but I feel like Sakura would fit the bill for that theme of going through the war side by side with this painful realization that they have to be enemies, you know? I don't know. For all I know, the third route could follow someone who's not even participating in the war as a master. It could be some rep from the church, or the Magic Association, or whatever it's called. I don't know. So, it's dinner time now. I put extra effort into it as a welcome party for Saber and as thanks for last night. Began by preparing a minced bonito salad, then fried chicken with a zesty spring onion sauce, a classic meat and potato stew, and to top it all off, a variety of tempura including shrimp. Holy crap. I went all out on this meal, to the point that the variety of dishes is downright sinful, but... it ended without anyone saying anything. Weird. I washed the dishes in the kitchen. It's not like I was hoping for a cheerful dinner from the very first day, but couldn't there have been a bit more conversation? I think today's tempura was really well made. It was perfectly made, so they should have at least said something.
そのくせ全部平らげるんだもんな。 出たセリフがおかわりかける3ってのは何なんだ。
But they did finish all of it. What's up with more please 3 times being the only thing that was said? I want to say all 3 of those times was from Fujini. Cleaning up after 4 people takes a bit of effort. Actually, could there be a meaning behind the fact that Sakura is not coming to help me tonight? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
さて、ご飯も食べたし、そろそろ時間かな。
Well, dinner's over, so I guess it's time now. It's past 9 o'clock. I usually go home around this time.
藤根、帰るならさくらの見送り頼む。
Fujini, can you walk Sakura home if you're gonna go home? I call out to her while doing the dishes in the kitchen. There's no reply. Fujini is watching TV like she didn't hear me.
もしもーし、聞こえなかったんですか、藤村先生。
Hello? Didn't you hear me, Fujimura-sensei? I go to the living room and tap her head. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Then...
悪いけどそれは却下。しばらくはさくらちゃんを送ってあげられないから。
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I won't be able to take Sakura-chan home for a while. Well, why not?
なんでさ、藤根、なんか用でもあるのか？
Why? Do you have to do something?
ね、用じゃなくて、今日から私もここに泊まるから。
No. It's because I'll be staying here starting tonight. It's as if it's already decided.
はい。
Excuse me?
あ、さくらちゃんもどう？お家の方には私から連絡入れておくから安心だよ。女の子3人、一緒にいた方が楽しいでしょ。
How about you join us, Sakura-chan? I can contact your place if you want. It's more fun for all of us to be here, right?
藤村先生、頼もしいです。
Oh, yes, please. You're really dependable, Fujimura-sensei. Whoa. Huh. I'm not sure what kind of reaction I was expecting, but... Man, I guess Sakura would want to be out of that abusive household as much as possible, right? Wait. Why is Sakura so enthusiastic?
よーし、それじゃあ奥の座敷を使おう。布団ならいっぱいあるし、浴衣も人数分あるわよ。セーバーちゃんもいいわよね。
Alright, we can use the tatami room in the back. There's enough futons for all of us. That's fine with you, right, Saber-chan? Is it just me, or does it sound more like an order? Saber's looking at me as if asking for help. Lovely.
困りますシロ。私はあなたの守護をするのですから、彼女たちと同じ部屋では役目が果たせない。それに同室したところでどう対応していいものか分かりません。
This will be a problem, Shirou. I am to protect you. I cannot do so if I'm in the same room as them, and I would not know how to interact with them.
悪い。藤根が言い出したら俺じゃ止められない。
Sorry, I can't stop Fujini.
それに、どうもこれを交換条件にしている節がある。
And it sounds like Fujini is using this proposal as an exchange.
断ったらセイバーをうちに住ませるって約束を破棄されそうだ。そうなったら俺たち外で野宿するしかないぞ。
She'll probably take back letting you stay here if I refuse. We'll end up sleeping in the streets if that happens.
それも困る。この屋敷の結界は優れていますから、拠点としては申し分ないのです。ここにいる限り、シロは敵の奇襲に備えられます。
That is a problem as well. The boundary field here is excellent. This location is a good base. You are well prepared here for any surprise attack. Why do I feel like Shirou will live through the night?
そうか。ならなおさら我慢してくれ。屋敷にいる限り何かあってもすぐに合流できるだろう。
I see. Then please just hang in there for that reason. We should be able to meet up quickly as long as we're here.
藤姉の相手は大変だけど、困ったら日本語わかりませんって言えばいい。
It's hard work to keep Fujini company, but just say you don't understand Japanese if she troubles you. Meanwhile, Fujimura and Sakura are looking on as Shirou and Saber whisper to each other in Japanese, right across from the room, clearly within earshot about all this magical nonsense. But let's not worry about that.
ほらそこ、内緒話は禁止なんだから。
Oh crap! Worry about it! Worry about it! Oh my god, that was perfect timing. Hey, stop whispering over there.
そういうわけで、セーバーちゃんはこっち。シローは男の子なんだから一人でも平気よね。
Come this way, Saber-chan. Shiro's a boy, so he can be by himself, right? Fujini pulls Saber to her. It's all decided. Saber's stay is approved. Fujini is staying, and Sakura is going to keep them company as well. The population here has increased drastically in just one day. Huh. This place really is like a hotel now. It's bedtime. The lights finally go out in the noisy tatami-floored room, and silence returns. They say it gets noisy wherever women gather, and I guess that holds true even for the quiet Saber and Sakura.
いや、違うか。メインで聞こえてきたのは藤姉の笑い声だもんな。
No, that's wrong. I mostly heard Fujini's laughter. But still, it's true that it was loud in that room. It's not good for my mental health to have girls my age being rowdy in the same house.
くそ。気になって眠気なんてなくなった。
Damn, my sleepiness went away thinking about them. Things like Saber's troubled face, if Saber and Sakura are getting along, whether Fujini is thinking at all or not. Oh, savage! I get a headache the more I think about them. If it's like this, it might have been better to have Saber sleep in the room next to mine. It's 11 o'clock. The lights are out, and the house is dead silent. I quietly make my way to the door so I won't wake them up. Oh, is he going to the shed to train? I go outside. The moon is bright and the wind is cold. Under the winter sky, the world is silent as if frozen. There it is. It's quiet inside the shed. This is the place where Lancer cornered me last night. This is also the place where Saber appeared. The entrance is open, and it's dark inside, as if to drive away anybody that might enter. I go inside. I shut the door to keep the air out and turn on the stove.
日に200以上の矢をかけろ。か。
Shoot at least 200 arrows a day, huh? The teaching of archery focuses on accuracy, piercing strength, and endurance. Accuracy is how well one can hit the target. Piercing strength is the power to pierce the target. And endurance is to maintain the accuracy and piercing strength. I think there was something in an archery manual. Something about continuing forever after one masters the true meaning of archery. And how one should shoot more than 200 arrows a day.
なあ。マスターとして何をするべきかわからないなら、せめて魔術だけは鍛えないと。
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe sticking with Mitsuzuri and hearing about that archery spiel would have been more appropriate, but this is how things end out anyway. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know what to do as a master, so I should at least train my magic. I sit down and take a deep breath. That looks like a sword. I adjust my breathing and start my usual training. My mind imagines the same thing. An image of a sword that pops into my brain. I ignore it and clear my head even more. What does that mean? After letting magical energy flow throughout my body, I start the strengthening magic, like always. The magic that I succeeded at for the first time in a few years last night. I have to repeat it before I forget the sensation.
トレース。オン。
I narrow my eyes and breathe out. That's all for now. I'll forget about the Holy Grail War, Saber, and Tosaka once I start this process. I clear my head from all hesitations. I engross myself in the familiar training. Five, Bonnie and Clyde. Is that chapter 5? Wait, why does it say Unlimited Blade Works? Aren't I on Fate? Let's go onward? This is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a night with a beautiful moon. I wasn't doing anything, just watching the moon with Kuritsugu. Didn't we already see this? Even though it was winter, the air wasn't cold. The corridor was a little chilly, but it was a good night to enjoy the moon. Back then, Kuritsugu didn't leave the house often. Not going outside, he would just laze around the house carelessly. I regret it even now, thinking back to it. Why didn't I notice that it was like the actions of an animal that knows its time of death? Yeah, we saw this already, didn't we? This is the story of how Kuritsugu died, right?
子供の頃、僕は正義の味方に憧れてた。
I wanted to be a superhero when I was a child. Yeah, no, we've seen this. Suddenly, that man, himself a superhero in my child's eyes, said that as if yearning for it.
なんだよそれ。憧れてたって諦めたのかよ。
What? What do you mean by wanted? Did you give up? I became angry and asked him. Kuritsugu laughed apologetically and looked up at the sky.
残念ながらね。ヒーローは期間限定で、大人になると名乗るのが難しくなるんだ。
Yes.
そんなことはもっと早くに気がつけばよかった。
I was doing so well. Yes, unfortunately. Being a hero is a time-limited thing, and it becomes hard to call yourself that when you grow up. I wish I'd found that out earlier. I agreed with that. I didn't know why, but I thought it couldn't be wrong because Kuritsugu said so.
そっか。それじゃしょうがないな。
I see. Then I guess it couldn't be helped.
そうだね。本当にしようがない。
Yeah, it really couldn't be helped. Kuritsugu answers. So of course, my response was determined.
しょうがないから俺が代わりになってやるよ。
Yeah, it can't be helped, so I'll take your place.
じいさんは大人だからもう無理だけど、俺なら大丈夫だろ。任せろって。じいさんの夢は。
It's impossible since you're an adult, but it should be alright for me. Let me take on your dream.
俺がちゃんと形にしてやるから。
I'll make it come true. Before I could finish, my father laughed. He made a face like he didn't even need to hear the rest. After breathing in, Emiya Kuritsugu said,
ああ。安心した。
Yeah, I'm relieved. He quietly closed his eyes and his life ended. That is a story from a winter 5 years ago. It was a parting that determined the course of Emiya Shirou's life. It was the night that Emiya Shirou decided to become a superhero. There is no way I can forget it. I never said it, but I clearly remembered it. The figure of the man who saved the boy who was left at the fire. Emiya Kiritsugu held up the dying child and said, "Thank you." He said, "I'm thankful that I found you." He made a big smile and thanked someone, as if he was saved by rescuing someone. The emotion I felt back then is still engraved in my mind. Nobody saved me. I couldn't save anybody. In it all, I was saved and a person was there to save me. That's why I decided to become like him. Become a superhero, so that I could save people and let no one be killed, just like him. Even if it may be a childlike fantasy, I yearn to become one. And thus, Kiritsugu, the embodiment of my dream, died peacefully, leaving me his dream of becoming a superhero himself. It's only natural for a child to succeed his father. Emiya Shirou must become a superhero and save someone just like the old me. I swore so as a child, to fulfill the dream of the man I admired most. But to be honest, I'm still wondering if my idea is the right one, where my idea comes from, what I can do even despite me being just an amateur, how to make the dream of making everybody happy, which Kiritsugu always talked about, come true. Oh, and what I can do now that I'm a master. There are just so many things that my head's going to explode. Well, Shirou survived the night. Oh, man. Oh, this Rin choice is just eating me away, dude. I wake up from that familiar dream. Bright morning sunlight is coming in from the window. I feel a bit chilly, but I guess it wasn't bad enough for me to catch cold.
参った。またここで眠っちまったのか。
Jeez, I fell asleep here again. I shake my head and change into my uniform. It's a bit before 6 o'clock. I bet Sakura's already up and preparing breakfast. I go outside and breathe in the fresh air. It's a nice morning. It would be much more comfortable if there weren't three girls in the house.
あ、訂正。女の子は2人だけだった。
Oh, let me correct myself. There are only 2 girls in the house. Okay, here we go. The expectation that the reader should expect here is that he's going to remember that Saber isn't a girl, but no, he's gonna call Fujimura a monster, isn't he? Yes! Oh, I know these characters so well now. I don't want to classify Fujini as a girl. Anyway, now... Oh my god, it's another 3 to the choice. I'll save. Alright, this is Fate Choice. Fate Choice number 9. Wait, is it 9? Yeah. No alliance from number 7. Yes. Oh no, dude, what do I do? Okay. Okay, screw it, it's time. We're loading back up. We're taking that other choice. God damn it. Yes. All the way back here from, let's see, it's November 13th from here, and the choice that I made the save on was August 25th, so that's like 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks. I don't even remember the dialogue. If anything's different, I won't be able to tell. Oh no.
エミヤくん、答え聞かせてほしいんだけど。
Emiya-kun, I want to hear your answer. She urges my response. I will cooperate this time. There is no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a magus. Even if it's temporary, if Tosaka is going to give me a hand, I don't think there's any better option.
わかった。その話に乗るよ、登坂。正直、そうしてもらえればすごく助かる。
All right. I'll take that offer, Tosaka. Honestly, it will really help me out if you do so.
決まりね。それじゃあ握手しましょう。とりあえずバーサーカーを倒すまでは味方同士ってことで。
Then it's decided. Let's shake hands. For now, let's stay allies until we beat Berserker.
そっか。やっぱりそういうことだよな。仕方ないけど、その方がわかりやすいか。
Oh, I see. That's how it'll be, huh? I guess it can't be helped, but that's easier to understand. I shake her hand. I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Tosaka's soft hand, I realize she is a girl. God damn it, Shirou! In comparison, my hand is covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is ill-suited. The instant I think so, I pulled back, embarrassed.
何どうしたの？やっぱり私と協力するのは嫌？
What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all?
いや、そんなんじゃない。登坂と協力し合えるのは助かる。今のはそんなんじゃないから気にするな。
No, it's not that. It's a real help to be able to ally with you. It's not that, so don't worry about it. After making a puzzled face... Oh no. Oh no, she is totally going to lord this over Shirou. She makes a malicious expression.
なんだよ。つまんないこと言ったら契約破棄するからな。するぞ。絶対するからな。
What? I'll take back the agreement if you say something stupid. I really will. I will.
あなた、女の子の手を握るの初めてだったんでしょ。
Was that the first time you've held a girl's hand?
なんだ、顔が広いように見えて白っては奥手なんだ。
You seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shirou.
違う。そんなんじゃなくて、ただ。
No, it's not that, but... I'm just embarrassed because it was Tosaka. But I can never say such a thing, and certainly I have never touched a girl so strongly before. Well, Fujini is an exception. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex. Oh, the back-to-back Fuji dunking. Hey, hold on. Wasn't there something weird in what she just said?
聞いてた通り、ほんと顔に出るのね。まあ、今のは追求しないであげましょう。変につっついて意地を張られても困るし。
You really do show your feelings on your face like I've heard. Well, I won't ask you about it for now. It'll be a problem if I poke fun at you and get sulky.
じゃあ、まずは手付金。これあげるから強力な貸しと思って。
Then here's a deposit. I'll give you this, so think of it as proof of our alliance. Tosaka puts a book on the table. It looks just like a diary. There is no title and it is wine red. The color seems to suit Tosaka. Yeah, that's the color of her coat.
私の父さんの持ち物だけど、もういらないからあげる。一人前のマスターには必要ないものだけど、あなたには必要だと思って。
It's my father's, but I'll give it to you since I don't need it anymore. It's not something a full master needs, but I thought you might need it. Tosaka's eyes tell me to take a look.
じゃあちょっと失礼して。
Then, excuse me. I open it to a random page. Then, there's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head.
トサカ、なんだよこれ。
Tosaka, what is this?
各サーバントの能力表よ。聖杯戦争には決められたルールがあるのはもう分かってるでしょ。それはサーバントにも当てはまるの。
It's the status of each of the servants. You already know the Holy Grail War has its set of rules, right? It's the same for the servants.
まず呼び出される英霊は7人だけ。
First of all, only 7 heroic spirits are summoned.
その7人も聖杯があらかじめ作っておいたクラスになることで召喚が可能となる。英霊そのものを引っ張ってくるより、その英霊に近い役割を作っておいて、そこに本体を呼び出すっていうやり方ね。
Those 7 can be summoned only after they become one of the predetermined classes that the Holy Grail has prepared in advance. Instead of bringing the actual heroic spirit, it made a class similar to the spirit and called it into that. Yes, we've been over this.
口寄せとか降霊術は呼び出した霊を術者の中に入れて何らかの助言をさせるでしょ。それと同じ。
Spiritual spells which call forth spirits put the spirit in the caster's body, right? It's like that.
時代の違う霊を呼び出すにはあらかじめ箱を用意しておいた方がいいのよ。
To call forth a spirit from a different time frame, it's easier to prepare a case for them in advance.
クラス。ああ、それでセイバーはセイバーなのか。
Class? Oh, so that's why Saber is Saber.
そういうこと。英霊たちは正体を隠すものだって言ったでしょ。だから本名は絶対口にしない。自然彼らを表す名称は呼び出されたクラス名になる。
That's right. I told you, heroic spirits need to hide their identity, right? That's why they will never say their real names. Naturally, their summoned class becomes their name.
で、その用意されたクラスはセイバ
So, the 7 classes prepared are Saber,
ー、ランサ
Lancer,
ー、アーチャー、ライダー、キャスター、アサシン、バーサーカーの7つ。聖杯戦争のたびに1つや2つはクラスの変更はあるみたいだけど、今回は基本的なラインナップね。通説によると最も優れたサーバントはセイバーだとか。
There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes every Holy Grail War, but we have a basic lineup this time. The standard opinion is that Saber is the best servant. Whoa. These changes. It's like the Holy Grail does patch notes, like it's a game.
これらのクラスはそれぞれ特徴があるんだけど、サーバント自体の能力は呼び出された英霊の格によって変わるから注意して。
Each class has their own special characteristics, while the abilities of the servants differ according to the rank of the heroic spirits summoned.
英霊の格。つまり生前どれくらい強かったかってことか。
Rank of the heroic spirits? You mean how strong they were when they were alive?
それもあるけど、彼らの能力を支えるのは知名度よ。
That also, but what strengthens their ability is their popularity. Yes, the collective unconsciousness of humanity.
生前何をしたか、どんな武器を持っていたかってのは不変のものだけど、彼らの基本能力はその時代でどのくらい有名なのかで変わってくるわ。
What they did and what weapons they had do not change, but their basic abilities change depending on how famous they are in this time. Oh my god, Santa Claus is powerful!
英霊は神様みたいなものだから、人間に崇められるほど強さが増すの。
Heroic spirits are like gods, so they grow stronger the more people worship them. Dude, one of my favorite books is about that. It's called Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. It is a hilarious read. It's part of his Discworld series, which is like 50 books long, but it works as a standalone. And it's all about this goat herd who stumbles across this near-death, tiny, small god and becomes the first worshipper. And through some very convoluted series of misadventures, they end up kind of challenging the most popular god in the land, and it gets crazy. It's weird.
存在が濃くなるとでも言うのかしらね。信仰を失った神霊が精霊に落ちるのと一緒で、人々に忘れ去られた英雄にはそう大きな力はない。
I guess you can say it solidifies their presence. It's the same as divine spirits falling to the rank of spirits when they lose their faith. Heroes that are forgotten by the people do not have much power.
もっとも忘れられていようが知られていなかろうが、元が強力な英雄だったらある程度の能力は維持できると思うけど。
But then, even if they are forgotten or unknown, if he was originally a powerful hero, then I think it can keep his powers to some extent. Well, that actually leaves the door open for completely original heroes, you know? Like, oh yes, this is... what's his name? This servant is actually totally forgotten to the annals of history. Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's totally real, guys.
じゃあ多くの人が知っている英雄で、かつその武勇伝も並外れていたら。
Then, if it's a hero everyone knows, and if their story was extraordinary...
間違いなく A ランクのサーバントでしょうね。
They would undoubtedly be a rank A servant.
そういった意味でもバーサーカーは最強かもしれない。
Berserker might be the strongest in that regard, too.
何しろギリシャ神話における最も有名な英雄だもの。
After all, he is the most famous hero in Greek mythology.
神代の英雄たちはそれだけで特殊な宝具を持っているっていうのに、英雄自体が強いんじゃ手の打ちようがない。
The heroes from the Age of Gods have special noble phantasms just because of that. And if the hero itself is strong to add to that, there's nothing much we can do.
トサカ、その宝具ってなんだ？
Tosaka, what is this noble phantasm?
そのサーバントが生前使っていたシンボル。英雄と魔剣聖剣の類はセットでしょ？要するに彼らの武装のことよ。
It's the symbol that the servant used in their life. Heroes and their holy swords or demonic swords come as a set, right? So in other words, they're weapons.
武器ってセイバーの見えない剣とか。
Weapons? You mean like Saber's invisible sword?
まあね。あれがどんな曰くを持っているか知らないけど、セイバーのあれは間違いなく宝具でしょ。
Yeah, I don't know what history it has, but it certainly is her noble phantasm.
言うまでもないと思うけど、英雄ってのは人名だけじゃ伝説には残れない。
I don't think I even need to say, but heroes cannot stay in a legend with just their names.
彼らにはそれぞれトレードマークとなった武器がある。
They each have a weapon that became their trademark.
それが奇跡を願う人々の思いの結晶。ノーブルファンタズムとされる最上級の武装なわけ。
That is the most powerful weapon, called a noble phantasm, the crystallization of people's desire for a miracle.
要するに強力なマジックアイテムってことか。
So in short, a powerful magical item?
そうそう。ぶっちゃけた話、英霊だけでは強力な魔術、神秘には太刀打ちできないわ。
Right. To be blunt, heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries.
けれど、そこに宝具が絡んでくると話は別よ。
But it's a different story when the noble phantasms come in.
宝具を操る英霊は、数段格上の精霊さえ打ち滅ぼす。
Heroes wielding noble phantasms can even defeat spirits of several ranks higher.
何しろ、伝説上に現れる聖剣、魔剣は、ほとんど魔法の域に近いんだもの。
It's because most holy and demonic swords appearing in legends are close to the level of sorcery.
最強の幻想種である竜を殺す剣だの、万里をかける靴だの、 果ては神殺しの魔剣まで。
Swords that kill dragons, which are the most powerful Fantasia race. Shoes that run far and wide, and even god-killing demonic swords.
ともかくこれで無敵じゃないはずがないっていうぐらい英霊たちが持つ武装は桁が違う。
Anyways, the weapons heroes have are so extraordinary, it makes you wonder how they cannot be almighty.
サーバントの戦いはこの宝具のぶつかり合いにあると言っても過言じゃないわ。
I'm not overstating saying that the battle between servants is concentrated in the battle between the noble phantasms. Yeah, didn't Ilya say that her family specially prepared the weapon? Like, Berserker's Club?
つまり英霊であるサーバントは
Was it an
必
axe?
ず
I
一
think it was
つ
an axe.
その宝具を持ってるってことだな。
So servants that are heroic spirits have at least one noble phantasm?
ええ、原則として一人の英霊が持てるのは一つの宝具だけとされるわ。
Yes. As a general rule, one hero can only hold one noble phantasm. So singular blade works. Got it.
大抵は剣
That
と
was a
か
dumb
槍ね
joke.。
ほら、中国に破山剣ってあるじゃない？一振りしかできないけど、その一振りで山をも立つっていう魔術品。それと似たようなものだと思う。
Usually something like a sword or a spear. There's this weapon called the Mountain Destroying Sword in China, right? You can only swing it once, but it's a magical sword, so one swing will even destroy a mountain and such. I think it's kind of like that.
もっとも、宝具はその神明を呪文にして発動する奇跡だから、そうおいそれと使えるものじゃないんだけど。
However, noble phantasms are miracles that need to be activated by stating their true name, so it's not something they can use easily.
武器の名前を口にするだけで発動するんだろ？なんだってそれでおいそれと使えないなんてことになるんだ？
It's activated just by saying the weapon's name, right? Why would that mean it can't be used easily? It's not about difficulty, it's about the mental weight of making that choice. To say the name is to reveal oneself and your weaknesses.
あのね、武器の名前を言えば、そのサーバントがどこの英雄か分かっちゃうじゃない。
Hey now, if you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is.
英雄と魔剣はセットなんだから、武器の名前が分かれば、持ち主の名前もおのずと知れてしまう。そうなったら、長所も短所も丸分かりでしょ？
A hero and his weapon come as a set, so once you know the name of the weapon, you naturally know the name of the owner. If that happens, you know every strength and weakness of that servant.
なるほど。そりゃ確かに。
I see. Certainly that's true. Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used his noble phantasm. Something like being Ireland's child of light. Yeah, that's why Cuchulainn was name-dropped in the files. I didn't understand that was Cuchulainn's title, the Child of Light, but I knew who Cuchulainn was, so it's all good. So if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes, each of them a heroic spirit suited to their class. These heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card. They cannot readily use them since they reveal their identity.
以上でサーバントについての講義は終わり。
Hey, what would happen if, like, Archer stood on, like, a skyscraper rooftop and just kind of whispered the name of his bow or whatever and just sniped someone from 50 miles away? That wouldn't reveal it to anyone, right? That concludes the lecture on servants.
詳しいことはその本を見ればわかるから、一息ついたら目を通しなさい。慣れてくれば、その本がなくても直感でサーバントを判断できるようになるから。
You should learn the details if you read that book, so take a look at it when you have time. If you get used to it, you should be able to identify the servant from intuition without the book. Saying that, Tosaka stands up.
さて、それじゃあ私は戻るけど。
Well then, I'm heading home.
ああ、 お疲れ様。
Huh? Yeah, thanks. I look up at Tosaka, who's about to leave.
協力関係になったからって間違わないでね。私とあなたはいずれ戦う関係にある。最後の日になって他のマスターたちが倒れているにしろ、全員健在であるにしろ、これだけは変わらない。
Don't take this the wrong way. Even though we're cooperating right now, in our position, we will eventually have to fight. Once all the other masters are dead, or even if they are alive, this fact will not change.
だから、私を人間と見ない方が楽よ、エミヤ君。
So, it'll be easier if you don't think of me as human, Emiya-kun. Clearly stating our position, Tosaka goes home. Oh, well, hello. Status and weapon screen updated. Okay, it should be time to end the video, but I actually want to progress to when Shirou enters the hallway to go find Saber in the dojo, because that kind of meets up where both choices to ally with Rin or not kind of meet up, kinda. I want to see that at least. Is it because Tosaka went home and my tension disappeared? My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room.
マスター同士の戦いか。
A fight between masters, huh? I still don't understand what it is. The only thing I'm sure of is that it's beyond me. It would feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail.
なぜだろう。聖杯には嫌悪感しか湧かない。
Why, I wonder? All I feel toward the Holy Grail is disgust. A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of a thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon these things called servants. It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself.
それに、選定方法が戦いだっていうのも、タチが悪い。
And the worst aspect of this thing is that the selection method is a battle. But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why...
喜べ、エミヤシロ。
Rejoice, Emiya Shirou. My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War.
君の望みはようやく叶う。
Your wish will finally come true. It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that it'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up.
そうだ、あいつ。
Oh yeah, her! What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosaka was here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I have been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me.
遠坂のやつ、肝心なことは外しやがって。
Tosaka didn't say the most important thing. I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tosaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most, if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is all right or not. look through the house, bearing the dizziness. That's a different hallway than before. I look around where someone could be, all the guest rooms, but I cannot find Saber. Well, she should be in the dojo meditating, right? So then they have the conversation, they move into the dining room, have a meal, get interrupted by Fuji, go to the school, and then all that happens. They do the looking around with all the choices for the Mitsuzuri and Kuzuki, I want to say the teacher's name was, and then just talking with Saber by showing her around. And then they go home, there's all that conversation and all the shenaniganry that occurs, and so that's how it goes from there. I'm gonna be very curious to see if there are any differences. Next time, I think, we'll start off by checking out the new updates in the profiles for all the stuff. Ren was actually kind of implying there the stuff about the other servants in there, like maybe even ones we haven't met yet, so that'll be curious to look at. I am feeling comfortable that it's always safe to look into those logs. Like, the game will not show me stuff it won't show me stuff I shouldn't know, you know? So, yeah, after that, we'll continue on this timeline from here. Man, this is so good. I'm still loving this. Well, I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Fate Stay Night. I thank you for watching, and hopefully I will catch you next time. So until then, please take care.